Okay, hear me out. Hear me out. So I've been thinking, and I went on a run like around last week, and I was thinking about angels and demons. Right? I don't know why. I think I was listening to a sermon about like angels, and then something inspired me, and it was really fascinating. But demons are not born demons. All demons are born angels. I know it sounds obvious, but sometimes we forget that all demons are born angels. So all demons are born pure. And then we look around at human beings and then we realize all human beings are born impure, sinners. Demon? No, I ain't gonna say no, but all human beings are born impure. And this is really interesting, but I started thinking about this, but angels started off pure and then they chose to be demons. They chose to be corrupt. So basically, demons are corrupted angels. And this gets me thinking every bad person, the so called bad person, started off a good person. You know, like like a perfect good person. And then they got corrupted and boom. And it gets me thinking even more like, hold up. This is kind of like the opposite of the human kind of like lifestyle or like mission. Like we start off impure and then the goal is to become pure. Because don't because a lot of people think babies are pure. And I thought so too. But hear me out. Don't mistake purity with the inability to cause harm. So let me say that again. Don't mistake purity with being harmless. Just because someone's harmless doesn't mean they are pure. Just because they look harmless doesn't mean they are pure. A mosquito can maybe a that's not a good example, but a fly, for example, might be harmless to us, but they aren't pure. You know, they look harmless, but for example, a cat is almost harmless to us, but they're not pure. If we're a bit smaller, like this small, then they'll become demons to us. Basically, they would eat us alive. So don't mistake being harmless with being pure. I think the state we start off as is basically a corrupted being. I don't want to say this. It sounds weird saying this, but this is just my theory. I could be wrong. I'm okay with being wrong, but just step out the box for a sec. Open your perspective, because it's fun to think outside the box. Don't get mad at me or get mad, in the comments and then, boost the algorithm. I don't know, because the engagement, like it does something to the video blown up. But anyways, just open your mind in a sense and see it in that way of like kind of like angels becoming demons and uh, humans becoming pure. I don't want to say demons because we aren't demons. We're just impure initially. So our goal is to become pure and light. And then it got me into the topic of light versus darkness. Ho ho ho! This one is deep. Light and darkness. versus nothing. A lot of people mistake darkness with nothing because they're very similar. But I don't think we should mistake nothingness with darkness because darkness is created from light. Hear me out. How is a shadow created? It's created from obstructing light. So you can't have darkness without light being obstructed. But it's easy to mistake nothingness with darkness. So it's like maybe with babies, they are nothing initially. They're just like, and then as they get older, and I don't think nothingness is purity. Light is pure. Nothing else is just nothing. Maybe it's just instincts. And then as it gets older, it maybe just becomes maybe more dark. And that's why people start to complain about their 2 year olds. It's like they're like they're afraid of them. Like they're just causing havoc. You know, it's just a theory. But if you think about it, which started first, light or darkness? I would say light. And between light and nothing, I would say nothing. Or maybe light. I don't know. But let me know in the comments. This was just a thought I was thinking about. You know, it's a strange thought, but it's a way to be open minded. Thinking outside of the box. I hope you think outside the box. Don't get mad at me for doing so. But yeah.